What's up, welcome back to Nostalgia. Dave here with a review of I-dle's 8th EP, We Are. This is, of course, the rebrand for I-dle. The G is no more. The new name of the group is I-dle, which, still, I guess, somewhat gimmicky. They're removing the G, which meant girl, and now they're more all-encompassing in their audience and what they think their music means. Fair enough. Whether this rebrand really signifies much of a change in the type of music they make, I think remains to be seen. But either way, new music from I-dle, very exciting because, of course, they're one of the most celebrated and popular K-pop groups that's not on one of the big four labels. And I think the creativity and the artist's involvement in their own music has always engendered a lot of fandom. And people just in general rooting for this group to succeed because they seem to be going about it the right way. Looking back on last year, they had a great early start to the year with that album 2, Super Lady, massive track, Wife, one of the best music videos of last year. And then they had their EP, I Sway, last summer, which I didn't care for, was a bit too breezy. But now they're back with something new, once again, We Are, which is actually coming off this repack EP called We Are I-dle from the beginning of the month, which is really just a re-recording of a lot of their past title tracks with their current group lineup. Nothing really super interesting to revisit with that. But now we're back with We Are, another brief EP, 6 tracks, 17 minutes long. I-dle's 8th EP, We Are, is a very fun listen for anyone who's been a fan of this group before. Does it communicate much of a musical change following the group's rebrand? I don't think so. But I think this music is curious because it's very much giving you like 2010s pop. It's very much a throwback sound, and a sound that I-dle hasn't done too much with in the past, so I guess it is something new from them. The first track, Good Thing, I think has a very fun vibe. I mean, that guitar and drum combination is just screaming 2009 to me, but I think in a fun way. Soyeon has a nice auto-tune. Chorus is just fine. I like Yugi's rap verse in the second part of the song. I like the song. The lead single, Girlfriend, has these very bouncy drums, big chanty chorus. I love the way the drums kind of switch up in the second half of the song. I think these two tracks, as far as like big, loud I-dle bangers, they definitely fit in line with how this group has gone about, and I think both these songs will be very successful. Love Tease, a bit of a groovier drum pattern. I think vocally this one's a lot of fun. I think the hook is great, maybe the best hook here. And the outro, I love the members' like vocals going to like a bit of a lower register towards the end of the song, very catchy. Chain is our first slowed down moment of any kind. If these gloomy synths, this just faint kick drum, I think it sounds pretty nice. Unstoppable, though, I think is a bit of a step up from Chain, just because those drums are just a lot jazzier, kind of a good happy medium where they want to do a kind of like sultrier, softer singing, but I think production wise it still keeps your attention, still maintains the melodies, still interesting overall. And I love the way they build up to the outro switch up at the end of the track. And then the last song, If You Want, starts out as just really pure piano, then kind of picks up a minute in. Overall, a pretty nice ballad. I thought the arrangement really stood out and kept this song interesting, again, despite being a quieter song. Again, like most K-pop EPs, they're so brief that they don't give you a huge amount to really latch onto. But I thought this was a good release, certainly a lot better than I Sway, something I just really did not care for in the least. I want to hear what their next full length is, though, to really see if this rebrand signifies all that much, or is this just the second act, or I guess third act of I-dle since they renewed with Cube Entertainment. I think Good Thing and Girlfriend are going to be hits for the group. Whether they're quite as big as Super Lady was last year, we'd probably bet against that just because that song was absolutely massive, which again, no big deal. They don't quite reach those heights so soon once again. But yeah, looking forward to seeing where this group goes next. Solo-wise, we've had a little bit of work from them recently. I talked about the mini album earlier in the year. Let me know, though, what did you think of I-dle's 8th EP, We Are? Do you agree that it's a solid first step in this band's new era, new direction? Let me know. And for more music reviews, more K-pop reviews, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.